When considering the use of ayahuasca or any similar substance for spiritual insight, it's essential to weigh this decision carefully against biblical teachings. The scriptures offer profound guidance on how we should approach spiritual practices and experiences. The Bible instructs us to test all things and hold on to what is good. This principle invites us to critically evaluate whether practices like ayahuasca align with God's standards of goodness and truth. In Colossians 2:18, as we spoke about, we are cautioned against those who delight in ascetic practices and seek visionary experiences. The verse describes such individuals as being inflated by empty notions of their unspiritual mind. Ayahuasca is often used to induce altered states of consciousness and seek visionary experiences, and this scripture warns us that such pursuits might be rooted in unspiritual thinking rather than in genuine spiritual growth. Jesus' teachings provides a clear alternative in John 6:35. He declares, "I am the bread of life. No one who comes to me will ever be hungry, and no one who believes in me will ever be thirsty again." This profound statement assures us that true spiritual fulfillment comes through a relationship with Jesus, not through substances or altered states. Similarly, in John 8:12, Jesus says, "I am the light of the world. Anyone who follows me will never walk in the darkness, but will have the light of life." Seeking enlightenment through substances like ayahuasca could lead us away from the light and truth that Jesus provides. Jesus also states in John 10:9, "I am the gate. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved and will come in and go out and find pasture." This emphasizes that Jesus is the gateway to spiritual safety and fulfillment. Turning to external substances for spiritual experiences might divert us from the path that Jesus offers. In John 14:6, Jesus makes it clear, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." And this reinforces that all truth and life come through Jesus, not through alternative means like ayahuasca. Moreover, Deuteronomy 18:10 through 12 provides a stern warning against practices such as divination, sorcery, and consulting spiritists. These actions are described as detestable to the Lord and are associated with practices that he is driving out. Using ayahuasca, which often involves seeking spiritual guidance through altered states, could be seen as aligning with these forbidden practices. And in James 1:17 reminds us that every good and perfect gift is from above, coming from the Father of lights. This implies that genuine spiritual insight comes from God, not from substances or practices outside his will. In 3 John 1:11, we are advised to do not imitate what is evil, but what is good. This suggests that we should avoid practices that could be harmful or contrary to God's teachings. Jeremiah 23:32 warns against those who prophesy false dreams and lead people astray with lies, and this serves as a caution against being misled by practices that promise spiritual benefits but might not be aligned with God's truth. The last thing I will say goes into Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. He says, "Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, and who substitute bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." Be very careful on what you might find in the world to find God, because the only way to find God is through Jesus.